Welcome to your solo developer upgrade. In the previous Nextjs video linked in the description, you learned what each module does technically. There, our focus was to understand the coding part. This guide teaches you something far more powerful: how to manage your project like a real professional developer using Git. By the end of this, you will know how to begin with a clean repository, starting fresh, starting zero, how to track your work using GitHub issues, how to work safely on feature branches, how to upgrade modules step by step, how pull request and squash merges work, how issues close automatically, how to tag modules as official versions, how to create GitHub releases, how to switch to any module version at any time, how to create hotfix branches from those versions, and how to avoid beginner mistakes that can destroy your repo. Every command is explained with syntax broken down in plain English. Let's begin our zero to hero solo Git journey. This has initialized the current folder as a GitHub repo. And how do we know that? If you see ls-la, you will see a hidden folder created. If you look at the folder structure, it has many things maintained inside that hidden folder. That is where GitHub maintains our repo history, staging, and the entire history is maintained inside this .git folder. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to execute git switch -c main. So what it'll do is it'll create a new branch main and switch to it. Git branch, if you see, it's empty because we haven't committed anything. Git recommends use of git switch, not git checkout. That is preferred. You can see the reason. So git switch is the modern way of switching branches. And the link to the blog article is given in the description as well. So now what we are going to do is we're going to create a README file. It's a good practice to keep a README file. So if you see now, we have the .git folder and a README file, which is practically empty. It has just one line. Okay. And then comes a very important thing. We will create a .git ignore file. This file ensures that all hidden files and unwanted temporary files don't get pushed to GitHub repo.